Hello.
Here we are.
We should be live.
It's been a hot minute.
It has. It's been what? Has it been 3 weeks or two?
Well, there was one that you skipped. Oh crap! Now I know you had a death in the family.
Yes.
And then you were sick, and then you got really sick. So yeah, it might have been 3.
Oh my. Well, we're here now. Hello, everybody.
Awesome. Fish talk.
Yeah.
We just need one of those. What do you call them? Topics.
Handy dandy topics. Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I was thinking about, I don't know, talk about betas or something, but I was like, I don't know if that would work.
Well, that's a fish.
It is a fish.
You probably know more about it than I do. I have one, and I'm just like, well, it's got a decent home, and I mean, it's a 16-gallon tank, and I don't do anything special with it. Like, it's the pH is what it is out of the tap, like 7.8, 8.0. It goes down because I have CO2 injected in there, and a bunch of plants, and a floating Betta log that he uses once a minute, or like 1 minute a day.
They are one of those fish that have a very wide pH range, and like I feel like they're probably one of the most adaptable and hardy fish we have in the hobby, depending on where you get it. Like they can withstand a lot of beginner mistakes. Mostly, not knowing the ammonia cycle.
Well, assuming that you're getting a healthy one in the first place. Yeah. Like if you grab one of them that's already got ammonia burn in the Petco cup, then who knows?
I mean, my first one I got from PetSmart, looking back, he was rough. Like he had very bad like fin rot, which might explain why he only lasted like 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
But I also, was like, I'm just going to get this fish and throw him in a 1-gallon tank because that's bigger than a flower pot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, with that one, he was probably on his way out before you bought him.
I only got him because I liked the way he looked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen some really nice looking Bettas at Petco. I'm just afraid to pull the trigger on one. And then I feel guilty because I'm like, I'm leaving all of these desperate fish behind.
I still have some PetSmart ones, I think. I know the one in the 10 gallons been kicking out for 2 years. And he's, living with a gourami, which I was yelled at for. But
oh no. Yeah, it's got to be like just temperament specific. Because
this fish is the most docile, passive thing ever. Like he moves out of the way for everybody.
I've been lucky. The 2 Bettas that I've had, both of them were pretty chill. Like they don't even chase after the cherry shrimp. And I've got like little tiny killifish that are also occupying the top space, and he doesn't seem to care about those. All he wants me to do is feed him. And I really like the alien Betta better than the half moon. It was a double half moon that I had before, because I had the flow basically just off in that tank, and he still just napped all day. Like he just wanted to rest on something. And yeah. What's up?
Oh, I've been keeping an eye on this one over here because he's been looking weird lately.
Oh.
I'm wondering if I need to. Don't you do that. He's like stopping swimming and then going sideways. So I might have to put him in his own hospital tank for a little while. Just to be safe. Like he still looks somewhat okay, but I'm noticing him acting differently. So I'll have to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, I haven't had to deal with Betta ailments yet. The one that I had for a year, and then then I messed up not paying attention to the python, and he was like, that looks like a fun place to go wedge myself up and break my spine.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
Yep. Learned my lesson about that though. And he was an idiot. He was a dumb Betta. Like I had that Sarah snail trap in there one time that I didn't think he could possibly fit in, but he did. He managed.
What happened?
What's up with S?
I don't know. Mike got hidden by S. I'm trying to figure out, was it probably a misclick? I'm hoping.
Oh, that's definitely a pocket mod.
Yeah, because I don't. He was just saying hi to people, so I'm assuming it was just an accidental.
Mike's Aquatics and things.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Get your phone out of your pocket.
I mean, I just unhit him, so I'm sure.
Okay, good.
Like I don't. Yeah, I don't know. S. I didn't even see S in chat, but also hi S. I'm assuming you're here in some capacity. Perfect segue to actually, say hello to people.
Okay.
So let's see. We got Collar Guppy, Darlene's here, Degenerate, Dee Geek Boy, GRB, Greg Splenetics, Jen U, and then Jenna P underneath that. Jenny Lynn, Jeremy, Lumpy Dog, Michael, Michelle, Mike Squatix, Motor City, Mystery Snail, Ray S, and Vanoski. Hello.
Oh, everybody.
Enrico
staying.
Enrico just snuck in there after I looked at my list.
People. What the heck are these two doing? I don't know. What are we doing? We didn't plan for this.
I mean,
had a few weeks off and forgot what to do.
Betta fish is kind of an easy thing to talk about, I think.
Yeah, and the potential of me coming back from Aquashella with betta fish. Apparently that's that's like a thing that they do at the end of the show is like, hey, who wants these bettas that nobody else wanted? And like,
yeah,
I got to say no.
I did plants instead of fish. That's when vendors were like, we don't want this stuff. We're not taking it back with us. We got a 12-hour drive. It's free. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to take handfuls of things.
Like, is it all free? Can I have all of it? Because I'll find a place for plants. Always.
I mean, I took more than other people took. But I'm like, they were going to throw them in the trash. So it was like, either I take it and put it in my tanks or it gets thrown out. So.
Yeah. What kind of plants did you get?
I got a few mosses. I got a couple different kinds of val, a couple crypts, and I think that might have been it. But like, I grabbed 6 things of val, a few, 3 or 4 things of the mosses and other stuff.
I need to expand my crypt collection.
Crypts don't like me.
Really?
I had one. I left it in the community tank before I could plant it. I just had it floating, and it was fine. The roots, it was thriving when it was floating. The second I planted the sucker, it was dead in 3 days, and I gave it root tabs.
Was it dead, or did it just go dormant? Crypts are weird.
So the leaves died and floated to the top, and I don't see anything left.
Oh.
So
it is possible if there's still roots in the substrate. It is very possible that one day you'll be like, I didn't know I had a crypt in here.
Okay.
That's happened to me many times. Like, I did not realize I put a crypt here. I left like a piece of a crypt root or something behind when I was moving a crypt. And, it took a couple of years, but now there's a crypt there, like a crypt Wintii.
Yeah, I had a couple like that I got from the co-op that I had in I think it was one of my 10s downstairs. They all withered away to nothing. And then I'm noticing slowly but surely little green things coming up. And I'm like, okay, they're kind of coming back. But this one, I don't know what was wrong. It was going great because I had it floating and I was like, okay, it's doing fine. I'll just wait. And then once I planted it, it was like, okay, we die now. Or it just withered away to nothing. But it was marked as a $55 mother plant.
Wow. And you got it for free.
Yeah.
Damn.
There were quite a few of those in the box too, and I was like, I'm just gonna take one of these. I didn't have enough room in my backpack.
I would tell the person hey, make your rounds and then come back to me. Okay. I'm gonna take the stuff I really want right now, and then you go ahead and make your rounds, and then when you got more, you come back to me and I'll take the rest of it.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
Dee said, hoping to see a crypt where one used to be. Yep. Now, crypt pink flamingo. I got no advice for that other than don't buy it. But other people have way better success than I do with, and I have CO2 injected in there, and I'm not confident. I'm trying again, and it's there. It's just not doing a whole lot.
Yeah, I don't even can't remember what kind of crypt it was. That's the bad part. I just know it said, 55, and I was like, oh, free plant.
Free $55 plant. Can't say no to that.
Yeah. Also, hello, Bruiser and only Oscars. Thank you for stopping in. Chubbs, how's it going?
It's Tube. Speaking of crypts, he's got himself a nice, healthy crypt tank with all the crypts.
Nice. I mean, I would do them more. It's just I seem to have better luck with Anubius and floaters than anything else. So I'm just gonna not waste money on plants.
I mean, with the exception of Pink Flamingo, crypts for me do best when I ignore them like completely. I plant them somewhere and then I never think about them again. And then eventually, like they don't, it's almost like the less light you give them, the more prolific they become. Like they'll start dividing and all that stuff.
Hey, my fish tanks and Elizabeth Fleur Fish Rescue. How's it going? Hope you're all having a wonderful Monday night.
Michelle wants to know if she can be a member.
Unfortunately, we're not at that membership mark yet. We're slowly creeping up towards 1,000 though, when I can apply for it. I think that's when you can apply for it once I have the watch hours for it. So slowly creeping up there.
Do you think you're going to do that?
I mean, if I get it, I'll apply and I'll think of something to, give the members. I'll probably just do like the $2 a month one though. Just the bare bones. Here you go.
Yeah. It's like with the membership thing, I don't want to feel a sense of obligation to deliver something to members, so I don't think I'm going to do it.
Hey, Lisa.
Lisa popped in. How's it going, Lisa? Who else we got? And Fish Shell. Yeah, so you didn't have the COVID, right?
No, I did not have the Rona. No.
All right.
It ended up being bacterial. So 100% not the Rona.
Well, bacterial is good because that means antibiotics will knock it out.
Yeah. And large antibiotic did they give? It's a 1,200 milligram pill. And the thing is massive. I've never had a pill that large before.
Yeah, the kind that like leave that lump in your throat after you swallow it.
Luckily, I can break them in half, so it's not as bad.
Chubbs has 19 types of crypts. I cannot even name 19 types of crypts.
I don't think I can name one type of crypt.
Okay, well there's Wind TI, but then there's also Wind TI Red, Wind TI Bronze, Wind TI Green, and then there's Crypt Tropico, which is like a variation of Wind TI, man-made. And there's Lutea, there's Lucens, there's Parva, there's Pink Flamingo, there's Pink Panther, there's Spiralis, and my mind is blank. That's it.
Yeah, nope. The Wind TI one is the only one I could. Oh no,
that's the most common. I mean, that's the crypt whenever you think of crypts. Are you saying oh no to your Betta?
Oh no, he's fine. He's just choosing to play dead apparently, because he just now he's swimming around going crazy. I think I need to get him a floating log or something because he's been hanging out at the very tippity top lately.
Yeah, just give him a place to lay down there.
Yeah. I need to move the beta leaf. But yeah, I hate when fish do that. Like the plecos are the worst for that though. They'll be laying out upside down, and I'm like, "What are you doing? No. Why you like looking like you're really dead?"
I mean, I had to question my double half moon many times, and it's like, oh, you're just lazy as hell. I guess maybe bettas are not supposed to be swimming around with giant capes on them. Yeah, at least I knew to turn down, like essentially turn off the flow. But
yeah, that and less light usually will help them.
Yeah, that I do have that issue because it's like an aquascape planted tank and all that. But I have the Betta log there, so if he wants to escape the light, he can go in there, and he does sometimes.
Yep.
This is an alien Betta, and I actually had the flow a little bit higher for him. He actually seems to kind of like it. Like when the airstone comes on at night, he gets really excited. He starts swimming up and down.
Maybe he's got an itch.
Yep. But for sure, I will certainly take some plants off their hands at the end of the event. And if I see a betta that I like, it'll be hard to say no to that, especially knowing that I now have tank space waiting for me when I get home.
Nice. Yeah, Patty, I got one of those beta leaves. It's in another tank. I can just move it. But his deal, I think, is more he doesn't want the light. Like, because I've been keeping the light off, but, there are plants in it, so I have to give it some kind of light besides just ambient. So I only turn it on for like an hour a day now. So I'll turn it on for the stream and turn it off. But I do have a leaf, but he like hides up behind the filter, so I'm assuming he's trying to escape the light.
It was Poke Gamer asking about something. Shrimp?
I think Poke Gamer. Let's see. I thought I saw him ask about suggestions for their 29 gallon.
And then Fish Shell was asking about shrimp.
Let's see. But then Lisa asked what Poke Gamer likes, and Poke Gamer said, "Don't know, but they got a beta yesterday." So, I mean, if you're looking for things you can put with a beta,
it could be everything or nothing.
True,
and somewhere in between.
So,
yeah,
if you have another tank, just in case, I would say start off with some some type of Rasbora maybe, because those can pretty much go in anything. Try those and see if it likes it. If it doesn't, then it might just be a fish that needs to be alone. And then I would say just get it a 5 gallon and have it stay by itself, because some betas just don't like having tank mates.
Yep. You can start with something expendable. Put some scuds in there. I swear, I think this alien betta wouldn't even go after a scud. It would be like, too fast, too big. No, he really. I think all my fish go crazy over grindle worms. That's been my big live food these days.
I've never heard of a grindle worm before.
It's a small whitish worm. Well, I mean, it's the color of whatever it eats, really. It's, I mean, it's not small enough to feed fry, but certainly juveniles.
Are those the things that will, like, if you have rotting fish food, they'll grow out of the fish food? Because they look like things I've seen. Like, if I fish food will get stuck on like the inner rim of the little flip up thing, and then if you tap it, they like fall out.
Oh, I don't know about all that. And that might just be fly larvae or something.
I don't know. They're little itty bitty tiny white worms.
Oh, well, about a quarter, 3/4 inch. I mean, maybe a 1/4 inch length. I don't remember. I did a short about it the other day, but yeah, they're very easy. Like, there's some worms where you have to have a substrate of like oatmeal or mashed potatoes, and they just smell. The whole thing smells terrible, and I don't even want to deal with that. But detritus worms.
Oh,
probably that would make a whole lot more sense for something that naturally happens in a tank.
Sound right.
Because I mean, the grindle worms are not aquatic worms; they'll drown.
Okay.
But you just get coconut husk fiber, whatever you call it. The stuff this big dry brick that expands into dirt.
Okay.
And then I feed mine kibble, dog food.
Okay.
Like, you soak the dog food in water for a while until it's soggy and soft, and then you put it in there, and they'll go all over it.
All right. Poke Gamer, I'm assuming you're asking about the 29 with gouramis and angels. I would say do gouramis only if you're gonna only do a 29, because I feel like the angels would probably get too big for the 29 after a while.
Yeah, I mean, the 29 is a really nice height for an angel. Like, if you were gonna do a single specimen angel, I mean, I wouldn't do it, but it's an option.
Yeah,
I don't really like angelfish anymore.
I would say out of those two, do gouramis.
Yeah,
but ones that stay smaller, the ones that don't get like gigantic.
No giant gouramis.
I don't think they want a 29.
No, I mean, they get as big as a 29.
Yeah, they're also not very pretty looking.
Nah.
When I saw the first picture, I was like, oh, those are kind of fugly.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of a ratty, big ass fish. It's like you can tell it's a gourami, but that's about the only defining feature of it.
I thought I saw another question asking about saltwater.
Do you have any saltwater from Michelle?
I do not have any saltwater. I want to get into saltwater. Do you have any saltwater?
Nope, and I do not want to get into saltwater.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
I can, I can change my mind at any moment, but when I look at saltwater, I think I either have to go really cheap with it and just put nothing but fish in there and some rocks, or knowing me, I'm gonna be like,
You're gonna go like
looking at all
crazy.
the corals and anemones, and that's gonna get expensive and get really stressful, and yeah, I don't want to do that to myself.
The experience I had with saltwater was like a low-tech version because we just made a naturally smaller Long Island Sound. So it was just sand, and then you literally just put, the right salinity water in it. And we didn't worry about, RO and crazy filtration and all that junk. We used undergravel filters, and that was the only filtration we had. And the tanks were fine. So I think if I did it, I would just go like super low tech. It's basically just a freshwater tank. I'm just putting salt in.
Yeah. In fact, last night on Kevin's stream, and I'm trying to remember who was on there. Oh, it was George from Aquaballs.
Okay.
He was showing off a saltwater tank, and it was very basic. Like I think he just had a sponge filter in there,
okay,
and some rocks. I mean, it looked like a freshwater tank. In fact, I think he still had his old like plant background thing on there because I think he just converted it to saltwater. Okay, and so yeah, he made that look really easy. Just knowing me, I'm gonna have to try to
go really.
It up.
Yeah, you'd go like all in. All right, Pokey Gamer, you have a good day. It's morning there, right?
Later, Pokey Gamer. Yeah. Where is he? New Zealand? Australia.
So one of them New places. Zealand, so one of the like future places.
The future. What's going on in the future? It's actually 1:52 p.m. tomorrow over there.
Great, I'm almost out of work. Perfect.
All right.
All right, Elizabeth, you go have a good time picking up dinner. See you later. Enjoy.
Later,
yeah, Geek Boy, I'm kind of at that point too where I want my tanks to look more natural than artificial.
Hey, Dave. Yeah, Dave. I like the natural look as well. And
I had a really fast transition into that though. Like when I first started, again, it was, colored gravel, just a bunch of random decor and fake plants. And then it was like, I'd rather have like a natural bottom and then just like wood and rocks and stuff in this thing.
Yeah. I'm even getting to the point where, I want to do something that's more black water. Like instead of worrying about the tannins making the thing just look like dark tea, like just let it do what it's going to do.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did with the community tank. And for the most part, enough light still gets in for the plants to grow. And I mean, I use Anubias mostly, so those are lower light plants anyway.
Yeah, and I'm sure Anubias likes that kind of stuff. Otherwise, it can grow algae pretty quick.
And then the Val that Ed gave me seems to still be growing fine, so.
I'm trying to see if I have a picture of when I first set up my, when I got back in the hobby. Yep, I do. It looks terrible. It has live plants in it, but hang on. Well, yeah, mine did not. OBS.
Mine did not look too happy either.
Yeah, so we had all these little Petco ornaments here, and you can see the angelfish were very young at the time, and powder blue dwarf gourami didn't last a year because that's what they like to do. That dwarf hairgrass didn't last a month. But
I think I had that tree stumpy thing that's on the right hand side. I think that's the only tanks right now.
I have it too. That's the only ornament that I kept because I've got Java moss almost completely coating it now.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what's on mine too, actually.
Yeah. This background. Yeah, I even changed the substrate in this tank last year.
Yeah, I think I had mine was like I think I did blue-green substrate or something. Like, nah. 6 months later, I'm like, yeah, no. Well,
yeah, well, when I got back into the fish keeping, I ended up starting to watch aquascaping channels, and so
yeah,
I
I never
felt
went down
ashamed.
that rabbit hole. Never went down the aquascaping rabbit hole of fish keeping.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do it in the extreme way, like the kind of thing where it really they don't last as long as you might think. It's one of those things where they have them set up for a couple of months, get their photos and their video, and then they break it down. Otherwise, it's the maintenance is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, nope. I like the easy stuff. Doesn't have to go crazy. I don't trim. I mean, I probably have to trim the valve, but other than that, I don't go berserko. Though the Mambunas are keeping the valve nice and trimmed in their tank, so I don't have to worry about it.
But they're letting it stay rooted, right?
Yep, they haven't ripped it up yet, so
Nice.
Yeah, they haven't touched the dwarf hairgrass or the Anubias, but they must like Ed's because I haven't touched the co-op one, but they're eating the valve from Ed. Must taste better.
Yep, I mean that's kind of the reason I haven't gotten into cichlids much, because I'd have to figure out which ones are most compatible with plants, and it would have to be the plants that I like. I mean, I know there's some that you can, like a sword, you can root it well enough that there's not going to be many fish that can pull that out once it's established.
Yeah, I've been lucky for the most part with the Moonas. It's just recently.
Yeah.
Like if I don't feed them every single day, they'll start nipping at the plants because they're the only fish that I have. They're little greedy, hungry jerks, where they need food every single day. The other fish could go a couple days and be fine.
Yeah, I give my fish a day off a week.
I usually do too. Or I was just like, oh, I forgot, and here, have food.
Do you have any rainbow fish?
No. Because
they're pretty greedy, hungry jerks too.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to get them at one point, but I don't think I had the tanks to house them properly.
What's your biggest tank?
The community, it's a 40.
I've got Melanitania in my 40.
Okay.
You can get the dwarf rainbow, the Melanitania praecox and McCullochi, and I think there's a couple of others out there. And those are fine. Most of them need a 4-foot tank. The ones that get like 4, 5, 6 inches. I like them though.
I mean, they look like a nice fish. I've always been prone to the tetras and then the rasboras, so I was like, I'm just gonna stick with these, and maybe one day I'll do a rainbow tank.
Yeah, and I do communities anyway. Like I don't have just rainbows in a tank. I can't just have. I don't do species only. I'm too ADD for that.
I like having the variety. Like even the cichlid tank technically has 3 kinds of African cichlids in it, so it's not just all one kind.
Yep. Now, do you have any bottom feeders with the cichlid tank?
I mean, I threw some snails in there, but no, I don't have any any other kinds of fishes in there.
I got plecos if you want them.
Maybe
I need to start selling those. I need to get back into selling fish again. This car maintenance for Aquashella that I've had to do is going to turn into a $900 thing. Because I don't go anywhere. I work from home, so this car sits under the carport most of its time. So of course the battery is crap. The brakes need to be replaced because I haven't bothered to replace the brakes in the 11 years I've had the car, and it's an 11-year-old car. It has under 60,000 miles on it.
Wow.
I bought it new, and I just there was a point where I started working from home and stopped driving it. But I guess it's good to get all the stuff done since I'm traveling in it.
Yeah, that's good. It's how many hours is it in the car for you?
According to Google Maps, 6 to 6.5 hours, depending on traffic and the route that I take, and whether or not I stop at Buc-ee's on the way there and that kind of stuff.
I know that one might be safer to stop on the way home.
Yeah, I think there's an event that, like a fish tuber event that Friday night. Because I was in Science Gal Carrie's stream. I think it was yesterday. The days are blurred together, and just annoying the piss out of her because with all the questions like, I don't have my approval for a fish tuber pass. I don't have a ticket at all to go to Aquashella. I hear they're sold out. Do they sell out? And I don't know. But the uncertainty kills me. So
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah, literally everybody has reassured me, and let's pretend I'm a rational person for a second, and that should be enough. But yeah, it's still in my head.
Yeah,
still gonna be in my head.
I bought the ticket just to be on the safe side, but I bought it before I even knew about going as a YouTuber, and then I saw the form. I was like, I'm just gonna fill this out.
Yeah. Well, I filled it out the day that really within the hour that they posted it, because I think Lori posted the link, then Carrie sent me the link, Lisa sent me the link. So
you were covered.
It's good to know people were thinking about me. That does make me feel better. Like that when I'm just like, I have this fear I'm going to pull up and park and then start trying to message people, but they're all already off doing whatever because I can't get there until Friday evening.
I mean, Ed always answers his messages, so
yeah,
just bug the crap out of him if you have to.
Also, I think I have Jess's number too. So
let's see. Oh, GRB said that feeding and doing stuff, and they found that their yabby female was heavily buried. So hopefully babies. So hopefully you get some babies out of that. GRB, let us know. Post pictures on Insta or something. Let us know.
Yabby. So what is it? It's a crawfish, but what is
crawfish? Yeah,
look and see what that looks like.
Is it the blue ones? I'm used to people having the blue yabbies.
Yabby.
I honestly think it's just a crawfish and they call them yabbies, but I could be wrong.
So I Googled common yabby, and one of the first images is it's just a plate of them.
Oh dear.
Yabbies with roasted garlic mayonnaise. You know what though? I mean, I'm from Louisiana. We eat this kind of stuff. Crawdads are delicious. I don't know if I could eat a pretty blue one though.
I think I was on a lobster tour one time up in Maine, and they actually pulled up a blue lobster. And it was kind of interesting to actually see one in person.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
And I'm pretty sure they're not allowed to take them because the guy put it back. And I think he mentioned they're not allowed to take those, and then the females that are bearing eggs. So.
Oh yeah, even when you go crabbing, just the common blue crabs, yep. If they're buried, you can't. You're not supposed to take them.
Yeah, we've never run into a buried female when we went crabbing.
Man, those things are mean. The buried females, you think crabs are mean? A buried female crab is just the most vicious thing I've ever seen
on the planet.
Oh my god!
I was pulling the trap up one time, and I must have pulled it up at the right second because I caught a flounder in the damn trap. As I'm pulling in so it's got a lobster, it's got a crab, and the freaking flounder in it. And my uncle and dad had went off to go check the other traps, and I'm like, well, what do I do? I've got one of each in here. I don't want the crab to go after the flounder. I can't pick up the freaking flounder. I can't remember. I think I ended up throwing him in a bucket or something. I don't even remember.
Flounders are pretty good. So are crabs.
Yes, I would. We haven't had flounder in forever though, because it's so darned expensive.
Yeah, we don't go crabbing. Last time I went, we didn't go with traps. We were on Grand Isle out in the surf, and we run a line with chicken necks, and they're just hanging loosely from the line, and you just wade out there barefoot, which I would never do again, because you feel one crab crawl across the top of your foot. and you're done. At least I was. But yeah, you just go out there and they cling on to the chicken necks. You get your net under there and just bring them in. I mean,
we did it the first time I went with my uncle. He used chicken legs because I don't think we could get necks. And you just tie the string to it,
right,
chuck it, and then like we would hold it, and if you felt the tug, you would just very slowly start pulling it in.
Yeah.
And then once you see it, you get the net and you floop right out of the water.
Yeah. Don't confuse that with buried. She has done that numerous times. What? No.
They're talking about Patty.
Be thankful Patty has never buried. I don't know. I think Patty would make a great bitch of a mom.
Hey, Glitch Aquatics, how's it going? So what are you looking forward to most going to your first Aquashella?
Confirmed entry would be the first thing. And then I don't know, because I don't really know what to expect. I mean, I know that it's like Dallas is the big one, and it's going to be crowded. I don't do well with crowds. This kind of stuff I make an exception for. So I just, got to get over the whole crowded thing. But yeah, once I'm there, I got my bearings, I know where to go, got my pass and all that kind of stuff. Then I think the biggest thing I'm looking forward to is just meeting the fish fan people, because I haven't met a single one of y'all at all.
Yeah, that was my biggest thing too, was just meeting the people. I honestly could have cared less about the event, but it was cool getting to see everything and walk around. I'm wondering, do you know any of the like contests or anything they're having at this one? Have you looked into that stuff?
As far as contests for,
so like I know Chicago had the flower horns and the shrimp judging contest things.
I know they're doing the shrimp thing because on the morning show, Papa Shrimp and Joe's Shrimp Shack were talking about that, because Papa Shrimp is going to be a judge for that. Okay. I don't have any shrimp to enter. I guess I could probably round up a few. The time's already passed, I'm sure, but
yeah, I know. I think Chicago was you had to mail them. You couldn't bring them with you.
Oh,
like they had to be shipped, I think was one of the stipulations for some reason. I know there was a logical reason. I just can't remember what it was.
You're not going to Dallas, right? Daniel's asking.
Fortunately not, Daniel. I am not going to Dallas this year.
Lame.
Well, I mean, with it being in the middle of the school year for work, I can't justify 4 days off to go to the event, 2 for traveling there and back. So
yeah. So I know that I have my live stream scheduled for 2 p.m. Central on Saturday, and that is the time scheduled for the scape off between Aqua Pros Mike and King of DIY.
Okay, yes, I saw Joey was going to be there.
And it'd be nice to try to film that, but I imagine like everybody and literally their dogs are going to be there.
Yeah,
standing room only type of thing.
Yeah, probably.
So I can abuse my tall stature to film, but I don't want to be a dick about it. Like if there's an opportunity to film without obstructing somebody, then I'll try. But otherwise, I will describe it quietly on the stream. Like, okay, they're putting wood in the tank, and now I can't see. There's people in the way. How do they judge those things anyway? Is it just like round of applause?
I think that's
popularity
how they did it
contest.
Chicago, yeah, but my guess is Chicago was kind of like the dry run for all the streaming stuff. So I'm assuming, I think somebody said that they've got like a dedicated person to run the streams now, handle the cameras, and it should be slightly better than it was at Chicago. So hopefully they've got, somebody has multiple cameras with a video mixer, and they got the audio equipment, and they can, adjust things on the fly.
Like they did at Chicago.
Well, yes, but I mean like actually done up, like with an actual video mixer.
Yeah. it would be nice to see it live, filmed well.
I mean, I was there and I went back to my room to watch it because I couldn't get in to the space to see it happen live.
Oh,
because there were that many people just for
and that wasn't Joey.
No, that was Brett Reimer and what's his name? He's the one that drove with his headlights off with John and Lisa in the car. Taylor. Is it Taylor? I think maybe, I don't know. It was those two, but yeah, and that was packed. I couldn't get in there, so I was like, I'm gonna just go eat some food and sit in my room.
Yeah, Taylor. No,
Serpent Designs, right? No,
was it?
I thought it was.
Oh yeah.
I was there. I should remember, but I don't remember. Sorry, people.
I was watching the stream, but I saw the backs of people's heads and like part of a tank. And from what I could briefly see, the Serpent Design tank looked better. But yeah, you're saying you couldn't even get in, then I'm not even gonna try because I'm not gonna squeeze into that kind of thing. Like I don't need to be. I don't need to be there to witness it. There's a few things that I really want to be there for. Obviously, when John does his talk, I want to be there for that. Yeah, I don't know if those get crowded or what. Like, is it gonna be
So Lisa and I got there early because we had to help. She wanted to they had to set the camera up and everything. So we got there, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes before, maybe, I think. And I would say within a few minutes of the speech, it was standing room only, or the talk rather. So I would say get there like 10 minutes early if you really want to sit and listen.
Yeah, Lisa, if you're still listening, if you need help setting all that up, yeah, count me in. Totally.
Hopefully
get in there early and have a front row seat or however that works.
Yeah, I think he set the tripod up like maybe for third or fourth row, and hopefully he can fix whatever the issue was with the audio. I'm not sure if they ever figured out what was going on there.
Man, I am getting abused in chat. Matt's like, they're not even gonna let you in, so you don't even have to worry about filming it. And Dave's like, oh, Matt could just fill in for you.
They'll let you in.
Daniel, I have my typical 3 p.m. Eastern time slot, and I have it scheduled. So I'm going to attempt to go live. Jenna P will be home and will also be on the stream to kind of help me read chat since I'll be mobile. But there's all kinds of variables such as the Wi-Fi in the building. I don't know what that's going to be about.
You probably will have to. So I know the one in Chicago, the actual venue had a separate Wi-Fi from the rest of the convention center. So I don't know if because that had multiple halls in it. So I don't know if each one had its own Wi-Fi router kind of thing. So I don't know if that'll be the same thing in Dallas, but you could probably just ask somebody and they would probably give you the Wi-Fi. I did all mine off of my just cellular data. So I was lucky I had the 5G LTE.
Yeah, I do too. And I guess being Dallas, it's going to have pretty good coverage. Like where I live, it doesn't matter that I have 5G. It's garbage. Like when the internet goes out and I need data, then I basically have quasi internet. But
yeah, that was I don't get it. I'll get 4G and be fine, but if it just goes to 5G without the LTE, it didn't work, and I'm like, what's going on?
Huh.
I don't know. Liquid Zoo, behave. Come on now.
What did he do?
You'll see it. Susan, I'd have to find it again. I think it was one with Ed, right, where I talked about Nightbot.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll have to look for it. That might have been. It was either a Friday one, or it might have been the first one of these where Ed was here.
Steven using Lisa to try to get in. Yeah, I'm gonna use whoever.
I mean, like I said, I didn't know if I could go in or not, so I literally sat on a couch and I was like, okay, there's this giant line. I'll just wait for the line to go down and be like, here, can I have my shirt? And then luckily I was lucky that Susie Q and Carrie walked by, and they're like, "You haven't been inside yet?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Come on, follow us." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, I wouldn't even know to go sit on a couch anywhere. I will basically I'm gonna pull into the parking garage for the hotel and dry heave and hyperventilate until someone responds to my many messages.
Maybe check in first and do that in your hotel room.
Okay, well, we'll see. It depends on how
I
late I
checked
am.
in first. But like when I got to the hotel, I was like, I was walking in and James happened to be outside, and he was like, "Oh, they're all up there." I'm like, "Oh, okay." But I don't think that they didn't have the badges yet. They were still trying to find them when I got there.
Mhm.
So they didn't have them for Friday night. It wasn't until Saturday morning that I actually got one. So, or did it start Friday? I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, badge or no
But
badge.
Dave is also right. Just walk in like you own the place, because that works too.
Yeah,
That's what I did the second day. I was like, okay, I'm here. I'm just gonna walk in. The door was locked. I had to wait with the coral people to get in, but we got in.
yeah. I'm like, do you know who I am? And they'll say no, and then I won't have a response to that. They'll just call my bluff. Like, look at my channel. I've got under 800 subscribers. I am almost monetized. I'll be making pennies. Just you wait, end of the year. Yeah. I know I shouldn't worry. I know there's enough people that will help me get in. But then there's also like the event. I don't want to miss whatever event is going on that evening either. So I'm going to make sure that I make good time when I drive. But the aquatic morning show Friday morning, Jess will have already left, so I'm gonna be filling in for her. And then at 11 a.m. Central, I should be packed. And then so like literally right when the morning show ends, I can just get in my car and go.
Nice. Hey there, Rack Bird Garden. How's it going? Hope you're having a good Monday.
Susan says she gets paid about every 3 months.
That's like me with Twitch. I get a $100 check from Twitch every other month for the few people that sub to me there.
Nice.
And
that just ad revenue there?
No, they pay the $5 a month for subscription.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So YouTube, Twitch is a follow is the free one, and then the sub is the paid one. So I swear this fish is going to give me a heart attack tonight.
Still playing dead, and
if you looked at him, you would think he was dead. Here, let's see if I can. Oh, Soar, you move when I pick up the camera, you little jerk.
Of course. And he's like, "Oh, you're paying attention to me."
I'm looking at his fins do not look super good, so I'm thinking he might need to be put in his own tank for a little while.
So what would you do to treat that?
I would just put him in his own tank with, no like wood or anything. Throw some catappa leaves in there. Make sure the water's, a nice 80, 82. And kind of just leave the light off and just let the ambient light hit it, because the light will stress him out. I'm not sure what's stressing him out at this point. Nothing's really changed in the tank. I tested the water. It's fine. So it could just be that he's decided he doesn't want people in his tank with him and doesn't like it, and it's just stressing him. So
he's not going after him. He's just kind of
he's not going after him, but I'm wondering if it's just them being there is just stressing him to the point where he just needs to be a little alone time and chill. So I might swap him for another guy that's in a solo tank and see how the other guy. I might move him to like the one next to my bed and put somebody else in this one. Start out with that and see how that goes.
Yeah. So no salt or any kind of thing for the fins.
No, I'll just do catappa leaves and maybe do a little salt, but I don't know. I've never had really good luck with the salt and stuff. So
I've never used salt for treating. Like I hear mixed thing, or I've heard mixed things about like how much salt can you put in there before it kills your plants, and I don't have any unplanted tanks.
That's my problem. I have one because it was a hospital tank until a Betta got put in it.
Even what I had designated as the hospital tank, it got plants eventually. Didn't take long.
Yeah. But no, I'm sure you'll be fine for Dallas. Everything will work out.
Yeah. Should be cool.
I don't even think, well, because I would go in like the side doors because that's where they had us go in. I don't think anybody ever actually was like, normally when you go to a venue, there's people like at all the entrances checking badges. I don't think I saw one person actually checking a badge.
They don't like check your ID or anything, do they?
No, they did.
Because Zen was trying to give away her Aquashella tickets. She did, but for like a week we were trying to figure out, like, did it matter that her name was on it?
I don't see. I didn't go through the actual entry process, but all you just showed them the email. They scanned it, and I'm pretty sure you wrote your own name on your badge. So
yeah, I can't imagine it would matter. Like, someone bought that ticket. That's really the only thing that
I don't think it would. But I don't know. There might have been a way to transfer it because Ed asked me. He's like, "Do you know so and so's name so we can transfer the tickets?" And I'm like, I don't even know if that's an option.
Badges? We don't need those stinking badges. What's up, Terry?
I'm going to get you, Fish. I swear.
Oh, is he playing dead again?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was for another. You know, the problem is, I think the cord, because the webcam cord is by his tank, he sees the cord move and he freaks out.
It sounds like he just needs some attention. Maybe you've been not giving him the attention that he craves, and
I think
he's losing the will to live.
I think he just needs a. Yeah, I see you. I already fed you.
But you didn't feed him again.
You can have one more. You little.
What you got? Extreme
How long it's going to take me to get rid of this giant tub of food?
Is that the extreme Betta pellets?
This is the nice pellet.
Okay.
But I think I looked at the ingredients and they're darn identical.
But then, are the nice pellets 1.5 millimeters, and then the Betta ones are 1 millimeter?
So I have the original Betta pellet, which was 1.5.
Yeah, I got the updated
I don't have the new ones, but some of the betas, I'll watch them before I give it to them. Some of them can handle the 1.5, and some can't. So if I see that he's not struggling to eat it, then I'll give it to them. But some of them like would chew it and spit it out, and I was like, okay, you clearly cannot have this food.
Yeah. Yeah, my alien Betta was pretty small when I got him, so I just got the 1 millimeters, and he seems to do fine with them. But yeah, like, I don't even have the giant tub that you have. I have like the little can, and I've had that thing for months.
It took me like a year to get rid of my first one.
And I don't know, you're not even supposed to like keep them that long, from what I hear. Like, it'll expire, but like once you've opened them.
Expiration date on it? See, I don't even see an expiration date. I could just be blind.
Yeah.
But
what's up, Fishie Mon? We see you,
Fishie Mon. But yeah, like, so at least the good thing about this is I can feed this to the cichlids too. So they're not going to waste. And I'll throw these in the community tank, and the fish will eat them in there too. So
I don't have very much floating food. Even when I do the extreme flakes, I actually will stick them down into the water and like just make a cloud of them. That's how I feed this guppy tank behind me. I'll grab a fistful of flakes and I'll just squeeze them until they're all crunched up together. And then I'll stick my hand down the tank and I'll just make a cloud of, because it'll feed like from the shrimp to the fry and guppies don't care how big the food is. They will find it. They will find every scrap of it. Like, that's the great thing about the guppies. It's like they are a very underrated cleaner fish. They will clean at all levels.
I could freeze the food.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. Like, they'll freeze individual portions in Ziploc bags, and so when they run out of one, they'll get the other. I'll probably have to do that with mine because it's a lot of pellets for I just have the one Betta, so imagine how long that's gonna take.
Yeah, that's why I like the Hikari one, because it's a small amount of food versus a big old like. I don't know how they could make it so this is less, since this really isn't that much food to begin with. But like, if you're getting this for just one fish, this would probably last you like 2 years.
The life of the fish,
like, because you're only giving them 2 to 3 a day.
Well, when you're new and you don't realize like how much it takes, like, or how little it takes to feed a Betta, and you don't want to buy like this tiny little packet. So I guess they've packaged it in a way where they can still charge you $8 for it, and you feel like you're getting something for it. Make a big sorority tank, switch between pellets and bloodworms. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, is I don't feed them that pellet every day. I switch up the food all the time.
Yeah, I alternate between flake and pellet and freeze-dried bloodworm.
You about to catch the Betta playing dead?
You see him at the top of the tank? Let me turn the green screen off.
Yeah, I see a Betta moving, but I don't think that's the Betta I'm supposed to be looking at.
Like, you would think he's dead, right?
That is what my half moon would do. And he would do it at the top, and sometimes he'd go just lay down on the bottom, and he would lay on his side and droop his head over a leaf, like a dramatic Shakespearean death or something. And he would stay there for a solid minute.
And he's alive. He's there. He goes. He's fine now. Like, I don't know, dude. You're giving me a freaking apoplexy here.
Yeah, I don't know if he's fine, but he's not dead.
Yeah, so I have to get him in his own tank here. Probably after this stream's over, I will put him in his own enclosure. So yes, I know the camera's still off. Let's put the green screen back on. Hello.
Make sure to carry a Sharpie for autographs.
They provide those at the YouTube table. I will say, make sure you have stickers.
I got my stickers.
Just kind of put them on the table. Unless they have a different system than they did in Chicago.
I'm printing out my own cards. I don't have the front side printed out yet, but like, they're gonna look bad on green screen. But I got the QR code that leads to the channel, and then the front side is just gonna be my name and like a little TVMA rating on there. Because I'm pretty sure right before I leave, I'm going to publish that stupid guppy wrap video that I've been working on for way too long. And I just need to get it done, because if I don't do it before I go to Aquashella, I'm going to have so much crap I filmed at Aquashella. I'm going to be just completely overwhelmed with the amount of video projects I'm working on at once. It's already getting out of hand. Too much. Too ADD to focus on one at a time.
Yeah, I find there's not enough time in the week to actually get stuff done, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with this now.
I am gonna bring Jenna got me some silver Sharpies, because she was listening to the Kevin's live stream on the replay and discovered that I'm getting a aquarium co-op shirt for Fish Kid in New Zealand. And if it comes in time, I'm going to bring it to Aquashella and have people sign it. And the shirt's black. Okay. So I think the silver Sharpie is probably the best.
Yeah, that should work.
Hopefully it comes. USPS has really been forking me over lately.
Yeah, they're not doing so hot.
But I've got an order in there with live plants coming, like it shipped today, so it should be coming on Thursday. Would make sense.
Good.
Yeah, otherwise I can find something else that people can sign for him. I know wasn't there like a fish tuber poster thing? I feel like Ed sent something like that to Rico.
There was a poster that we all ended up signing. I would assume they're going to have different ones, because I think that said Chicago on them. So have fun signing 100 posters if they do it again. I know a bunch of people complained, so I don't know if they'll do it again. But
You sign stuff. I just like I can't imagine that I would sign any, like anyone want me to sign anything. Like,
well, it was all the YouTubers signed their names on the poster.
Okay.
And I was smart and put mine either next to Lisa or John's. But I didn't write like my name. I just wrote my actual, handle because that's what people call me anyway.
God, I have to write Stephen P 2003 Aquatics 100 freaking times.
That's what you get for choosing a big channel name.
No.
And then yes, they also had the headshots for certain people, but they lost some of those. So hopefully they have them all.
Headshots. I am not sending a headshot.
I think they just pulled them from people's channels.
Oh God, that's even worse. Oh my God. That's a good idea, man. I should have ordered myself a custom stamp. I mean, it would be real ink, and I don't know how custom you can get with it. Like, if you can get a stamp that's literally like a custom print of your own handwriting.
Oh, so you might be able to. That's okay, J-Rock. You're here now. Notifications are borked. It's okay.
Yeah, it happens. I got the 30-minute warning for this stream about 10 minutes before we were supposed to go live.
Nice. Good job, YouTube. Good job.
Yep. The price of fame. Yeah. I'll just start signing people's stuff unprompted. Like, I just assumed everyone wanted my autograph. Don't you know who I am? No. Okay. Let's infuse printer ink. You know what, Patty? It's safe. I for the rap video, I did a tattoo sleeve, but not a real tattoo, and I didn't really have time to go customize a sleeve. I wanted some guppy tattoos, and so I basically, you take a piece of printer paper, then you layer it with packing tape, so it's shiny and the ink won't stick. Then you print out your design, and then you just like slap it on your hand, and then you just hope and pray that the rest of it comes off before Aquashella.
Oh my!
Oh man! Most of it's coming off. Jenna had some makeup remover that she wiped on me earlier, and that part that she was wiping seemed to come off a lot. I was using rubbing alcohol, and there's only so much of that I can take.
At that point, you just got to get out bleach and a scrub brush.
Yeah. At least the face ones came off. I prioritized getting those off. I had one on the face. It didn't look good, so I took that off, and then we ended up going with like some little teardrops with eyeliner, which is easier to remove. So yeah, I'm gonna look extremely ridiculous in this upcoming video.
Awesome. Daniel, I'm pretty sure that the Aquashella website has a store. Whether it's updated or not, because I think we looked at this one time and it was like outdated. But
yeah, I remember looking at it. It was like 2019 or something.
Let me see.
Jesus, J-Rock, he's gonna get a FX6 and slap it on a 55. Nice. Those poor fish.
But yeah, I thought they had a store, but now I don't see it on the website, so I don't
know. They do have a store. Like, hold on.
I don't know. But yeah, I would assume.
They must have got rid of it because
I know we looked at this before.
Yes, we did. And because I was like, do they make a shirt in my size? And it turned out they didn't even make a shirt for the event. But so Aquashelloween is now a link up there, and there's a costume contest.
Oh.
So here's what you can win from the costume contest. A saltwater 80-gallon Planet Aquariums. Wow. Tide Line Sump a Sicce return pump, Neptune Systems Apex. That's pretty hot ticket item. Top Shelf Aquatics gift card, Fritz Aquatics products for a year, Kessel Lighting, Rod's Food for a year, Cornerstone Rock, Carib Sea Sand, Algae Barn products for a year, Planet Aquarium stand, Sicce controllable power heads. That's pretty cool. So you have to go take a photo at the Aquashelloween photo area. Keep it family friendly. All photos are subject to review by staff. Photos must include the Aquashella tag and or hashtag Aquashelloween. Entries must be submitted by 4 p.m. on Sunday, October 31st. Judging will be performed by a panel of sponsors and staff. Oh, at least it's not a stupid, like, come vote for my costume popularity contest thing.
So yeah, I just checked, and I'm getting 404 errors on all the store links that I used before. So store's probably down.
Okay.
For some reason.
Maybe they're updating it.
That's my hope. Maybe they're trying, like, maybe once Dallas is over, they'll put up the 2021 store.
Okay, get this. Winner will be announced on Wednesday, November 3rd, 2021. Winner must claim prize in person within 7 days.
How is that going to work?
Well, I mean, really, if I just win a Kessel Light, do I have to come get it? You can't ship that to me. I'm not going to enter the contest, but I'm just saying, like,
why would they make it Wednesday?
Yeah, it's like, so 2 days after 3 days after the event is over, come back to Dallas and come pick up your Carib Sea sand.
That's kind of redonkulous.
I mean, obviously, if you win an 80-gallon tank, you're gonna have to come get it, but or even the sump. But like a pump, the Apex system, gift cards, Fritz products, Kessel Lighting, literally everything else on this list can be shipped.
Like, I don't know how else they could have done it unless because I'm assuming it ends at 5 or 6 on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then entries should have to be in by noon Sunday.
No, it says entries must be submitted by 4 p.m. on Sunday. So they're giving you till like the last
hour
possible hour. Yeah.
That's why I'm saying it should. Oh, okay. General entries at 12. So they should probably, the cutoff should be like 2 o'clock. Winners announced at like 4:30.
Yeah, they're making you go take the photo in front of the Aquashella thing, like whatever you have to go. So,
hey, there's a 5K kids tank thing. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, it's a costume contest, so you could win a 75-gallon Aqueon tank and stand. Oh yeah, Kessel lights for the kids.
Kids Zone 5K Kids Dream Costume Tank Contest. So it's a bunch of Fritz stuff.
The gift cards are nice. $250 freshwateraquarium.com gift card. Yeah, like a year's supply of Fritz products would be great. The food, the decor kit. Hey, Shanna. This saw she came in.
Hello, Shanna.
I didn't even read the note. Jenna says, thank you for the stickers and the nice note. Jenna opened it for me because I had too much to do today. I didn't know I was getting a Saturday morning cartoon sticker either.
Oh.
I'm going to have to move some stuff from my top part of the stand and promote that and demote others.
What'd you get, Patty? What'd you get? You got snacks and appetizers. What'd you get?
Speaking of snacks, should I bring snacks to the event? What kind of food they got there?
So Chicago, the actual venue had like a concession stand, but the YouTuber booth had donuts and coffee. And that was kind of just like there all day. So if you don't mind donuts and coffee and they do it again, there's donuts and coffee. I
mean, I enjoy a donut or 6, and that is not necessarily the thing I like to eat when I need to have energy for the day, though.
I mean, I know other people like went and got the concession food. I didn't. I just ate a donut for breakfast with my coffee.
What about lunch, though?
What? I don't think I had lunch on Sunday. I didn't have lunch on Sunday. So Sunday I had a donut, and then we didn't have pizza till 8 o'clock at night. So from like 9 a.m. until 8 o'clock at night, I didn't have food. Saturday was like the fancy dinner thing, so I didn't. I ate. I think I ordered myself a bento box or something, and then we went to dinner. So. Let's put it this way, I was too excited to be hungry.
I'm never too excited to be hungry. I gotta eat.
Oh, okay.
I gotta eat. I gotta keep the energy level up. I just realized I'm doing the steam pot swivel chair. That's how nervous I am. Like that's like I just cannot settle down.
Well, everything's gonna work out just fine.
Filming with a sugar high is the only way to go. Yeah, and then you know what? You know what happens after that, Terry, is you're editing with a sugar crash, which is not the way to go. Because then you see this overwhelming amount of footage you have, and you just want to delete it all and go to bed.
Yeah.
What about 11Zs? What?
It's a Lord of the Rings thing.
Oh. Yep, I got my costume.
Oh.
I mean, I have. Well, it's not like a major costume, but Jenna put it together for me, and it's pretty cool. It actually, the whole thing was her idea as well. So
nice.
Just remember that for whether it's good or bad.
So, Chubb, since you're in the chat, are you streaming tonight when we're done? I just looked. I didn't see it scheduled, so I figured I'd ask.
Yeah. Is Biz going tonight?
I was just gonna say, is he back?
He was back briefly. He did because he interviewed Shanna, and then I mean, his baby girl
it is scheduled for 10:10 tonight. So
okay,
he is back tonight.
Are you saying the costume is bad, Jenna? You're not sending me to Aquashella in a bad costume, are you?
I mean, if I went, I probably would have just brought my shark suit.
Here, you know what? People were cool enough to be on the stream. They get to see a preview of it. I still have to spray paint it, but
snap.
I can't put it on right now. And actually, it needs to be reinforced with more glue. I just saw some stuff coming apart. Oh, green screen. Really?
Yay.
All right. So, can you tell what this is? Oh, without the dust bunnies on it too.
That's just extra.
So it's gonna go on the top of my head, right? And then I'm going to be wearing a T-shirt with the Marvel Shield emblem on it. Do you get it now?
Oh, someone put it in chat. I get it. Okay.
You got it?
I'm assuming if what GRB said is correct.
Correct, GRB.
Oh my god.
Jenna, we need more glue. It's coming apart. That's what sucks about hot glue is you think it's gonna stick, and then when it dries, it just snaps right off.
Oh, you just broke Shanna's heart. She thought you were gonna be an axolotl.
No, Shanna's the axolotl. I'm not gonna. God, can you imagine me wearing a big ass axolotl onesie? Like, what the hell happened to that axolotl? Not supposed to get that big.
See, Freaky Fish Lady, I was thinking something along those lines, but he doesn't do salt water, so I was like, an anemone?
No,
it's Freaky Fish said a coral, and I'm like, an anemone, and then GRB was like, hydra. So
about 5% of the people there are gonna get it, and that's fine.
Ed'll get it. Well, Ed might get it.
Ed's gonna get it. I expect him to get it. I'll be very disappointed if he doesn't.
It might take him a second, but he'll probably get it. Rico says you could be an axolotl. Nice. I may not be going to Chicago or Dallas, but I'm going to the 2 fish swaps coming up soon.
So what fish swaps are happening over there?
There's one in Pennsylvania and there's one in Schenectady, New York, and I think I have them on my phone if I can pull them up.
Is New York, is that the one that that all of them New Yorker people are going to, like Patty and
I think
Rico and the
Patty said she was
Farrells?
going. I think it's that one.
Okay.
So yeah, it's so on November 21st. There's one in Schenectady, New York. That's the Albany area swap one, which I think
Nice.
Patty said she was going to. I'm assuming Rico will probably be there because that's not super far from where he is. So, and I believe that is the one that the Farrells are going to. And then there's the Lee Valley swap November 7th in Copley, Pennsylvania, which I think is just outside of Allentown, I think. Which I think Color Guppy is going to be there and Degenerate, I think, maybe. So,
Well, that's cool, man. Living all close to the cool people.
yeah, it's just a swap, but it's still an excuse to go hang out with fish people.
I know, that's the thing. It's only about 3 hours, but it's just a swap. Yeah, I mean it's a hangout, and 3 hours. I would have to kind of debate that one for what it was.
I mean, but I think that one is that one like 4 hours for me, and then the PA one is 3 hours.
Fishie Mon's going too.
Yep, I figured if it was in PA, Fishie Mon would probably go. That is not what I typed at all.
What did you type?
I typed in Schenectady, and Google's like, "How about Scanatility?" I don't even know how to say this word.
I don't know how to say either one of them.
That's what Google gave me when I typed in Schenectady.
Schenectady. Or Patty says Schenectady.
I just not spell Schenectady properly.
Scaniatellis. Wow.
Yeah, that's okay. Why? God dang, New York people, you spell things weird too.
Okay. Come to Louisiana.
Okay, I got
Head down.
It's SCH. Why would it be SCH?
Head down to Natchitoches, which is spelled Natchitoches.
All right. So yeah, Schenectady is a 2.5 hour drive, which that's bing bang boom done because no need to stop for gas.
Mm-hmm.
And then the PA one, I think is 4. Oh, that was only 3 hours. So they're both 3 hours away. So screw it. I'm going to both of them.
Cool.
Why not? Since I don't have any meets and swaps in Connecticut.
You don't have much of anything up there, do you?
No,
you have a couple of fish fam people live in Connecticut, right?
We have a few. I think we have 8. I think Scott and I counted. We have 8. And like we mentioned, doing like a meetup thing at one of the state parks. Because you can like rent the pavilion for the day for like $200. And it has a grill in it and the fireplace. And I was like, we could just do that. Why not? Bring food, cook it, and have a grand old time. But hey, Diego and TN Aqua, how's it going?
What's up? Robert's going to be at Shella. Get to meet him too. Yeah. So Louisiana, we've got Chubbs, we got Jess, and we got 3G, Greg the Guppy guy.
Nice.
So it's quality over quantity in Louisiana.
It's disturbing that it's only an extra 20 minutes for me, Rico. But then you realize New York is a wide-ass state, so.
Can't wait to meet Patty. Yeah. Speaking of meeting a crap ton of fish fam, what's your plans for the triple, quadruple, whatever the hell they want to call it, crown?
As long as I can afford it, I'm going. I know I could not book a room when it supposedly wasn't live, but live for people. I was banging my head into the wall because people were booking rooms and I wasn't able to. So I'm hoping somebody said November 1st. Somebody said October 1st. Worst case, I'll stay in a hotel that's not the main one.
Wait, I booked rooms in that hotel.
Yeah,
already.
Yeah, you and I probably had a conversation in Discord then because it wasn't working.
Yeah. Yeah, like I don't remember who told me, but like to go to the site, click on the link to get the discount. So it was $120 a night. Now I'm gonna miss Wednesday mostly because I was trying to book Tuesday night, and that one was gone. So I got Wednesday night through Saturday night.
Yeah, I think that was the problem. Like if you did Tuesday, it wasn't working, but if you just did the actual event days, it was working.
Yeah.
So,
and I booked 2 queen beds just in case I can drag the family along. I know Jenna would like to go. She's probably not happy she's missing Aquashella, but yeah. Shanna, I too suffer from FOMO. I drive 3 hours for sure, but I'm desperate for friends. Yep. All my school friends don't live in the state no more. So, yeah. Like my school friends and online friends are kind of the same situation.
I've been lucky with high school friends that the only one has moved a significant distance, and he moved to Albany, so it's not like it's super far away. But I got one that's like might get a job in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And the other ones I think are stuck here because one's going to end up taking over his folks' business, and he lives here. And I think most people just don't really care for leaving. I know I want to leave at some point, but that's just me.
Well, it's kind of in Louisiana. If you know, like if you want to be like a professional that's not working in oil or hell, I don't even know where Chubbs is driving his boat if he's in Texas again or not. But I mean, that's not. There's not too many. Not. Oh, come on, Jenna. Yeah, there's not a lot of like professional jobs in Louisiana. Just like, you have me living here with you. Aren't I your best friend? Yes, you are my best friend. But, you know, other friends too. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Get back in your cage.
I mean, she's locked out of the room right now because you're streaming.
Well, she could enter the room if she wanted to. I mean, she would be obscured by the green screen. I have to leave the door open because if the dogs know that the door is closed, they will whine at the door the whole time. But if the door is open, then they don't necessarily have to be in here.
Nice.
They're just secure in knowing that they could if they want to.
Mm-hmm.
Panama City, Florida is where Chubbs is captaining his latest boat. Sleeping in Jess's bathtub at Triple Crown.
I did that once. It was the worst weekend. Not Jess's bathtub, but I have slept in a bathtub before. So I finally caved and got TikTok, and now my coworkers keep sending me TikToks.
I have the TikTok app. I don't like it. I did. I liked it for a while.
That's just, bored. That's swipity swipe.
Yeah, it took me a while. I had to curate it so it would only show me funny animals because that's all I wanted. I didn't care about anything else. I don't care about. I mean, the fake crap that they have on there. There seems to be a very large subcategory of women like showing themselves fully clothed and then in a bra, and that's it.
Okay.
And I mean, nah. Like it's yeah.
Alrighty then.
I'm not much on the swiping to the next video. And if you look at your analytics for like the viewing habits of the people who watch shorts, to me, I have nothing but contempt for those people because of how little of the video they watch.
Yeah,
just like next, more input, more input, more input.
Like I was like, is there any way I could make a nitrogen cycle short and have it be 15 seconds?
Nope, that's too long to be conveying education. You cannot educate people on shorts. Can't do it. You can't talk to them about anything. It's like, no, this isn't funny.
Yeah, they just want music.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna give up on my edited shorts, and I'm just gonna slap some garbage music on it and zoom up on a fish.
You edit your shorts?
I do. I literally will film them in 4K on my phone and I will upload them to my computer. I will put them in PowerLink, and I will do stuff to it. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I just am here, push button, hit record. Here's a bunch of fish, done, music, boom.
I mean, that makes a whole lot more sense than the time that I'm needlessly spending on them. I think I'm going to have to stop that. Although I was very proud of my Grindelworm video. You know, that conveyed information.
Good.
And nobody gave a crap.
So Friday, I don't know, since we're almost done, I don't know that Ed and I will be live Friday. I know you're busy Friday. I know Rico does stuff in the afternoon. So Ed and I have an idea for possibly filming something together before he leaves, but he's got a super short window because I think he gets home from Florida today, and then he leaves for Dallas on Wednesday.
Yep.
So the window would be extremely short tomorrow. So worst case, you'll probably have some amalgamation of either me and Ed or just me talking about something. It probably won't be a stream. It'll probably just be like a premiere video, but there will be something for Friday. So don't worry, people.
Yeah, I mean, Friday afternoon, I imagine Ed will be in. I think he's getting there on Thursday, right?
Yeah, so Ed will already be there. But I don't know what he's got planned for Friday. So I told him, if you got stuff planned, he's like, I can do it from the hotel. I'm like, if you have stuff planned, don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Yeah. What time do I usually go? 4 o'clock?
So now that I'm back to work, I changed it to 4:30 because I get home at 3:30 and I need more than a half an hour to, decompress from being with little angels all day.
Yep. Well, I do know that Ed is planning to stream on Saturday. I think Saturday morning.
Yes.
With Rico doing the chat assist, I believe.
It seems to be his shtick with Dallas Chicago's or with Aquashellis, where he does like the pre-open thing and streams it, which is a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, I mean, if you can get a spot in the skate buff, you can always just change your time if you just want to go live and be like, hey, I'm live. Like, I don't think anybody would get pissed at you if you went live earlier or later.
My thumbnail of the stream schedule has set the expectations.
Oh, okay.
That it may be loud and confusing and choppy and laggy, and I have no idea. I'm very well prepared though. I'm bringing like an armful of the power banks, like 2 of these big honking things that'll charge a tablet like 6 times.
Yeah, I just brought my little tiny Pokemon ones that are good for a full charge from 0% if the phone's not doing anything. But I will say, I only needed one when I did like that hour and a half ish stream. So.
And then I actually bought a cooler for my phone because it tends to overheat when I'm filming in 4K. So I got a little fan thing that connects to it.
Yeah, the only time this overheats is when I'm streaming in the car and the sun is baking on it.
Yeah.
And now everything's falling down. What are you talking about?
Talking about Ed and his plans. And
I'm looking at chat real quick.
Oh, nobody likes my fish shorts. Push it out the window. Fire.
I don't know. I still don't know how to. I just hear fish music. Have fun.
So yeah, that's the thing. Also, whenever I do videos, if there's ever music in the background of the video, it's music that I made. Like I mixed it from loops on my software. So I do that so I never even get any chance at a copyright claim. It's completely mine.
I think I heard that if you do the 15-second ones, YouTube doesn't care. It lets you use the music for free because it's not long enough to actually constitute a strike. So that's another thing for doing 15-second ones, I think. But I could be wrong.
Till that's a T-Pain. I can't... There's no use fighting the T-Pain one. I just... Like, the T-Pain channel had In Love with a Stripper, like the instrumental, and I just took it and used it. So it's a demonetized video. Oh no.
A demonetized video on a video that can't be monetized yet.
Yeah. Now Jess is monetized and she likes the song, so she plays it a lot. And I don't know if it's given her copyright claims or not. Be interesting if Jess is here.
I don't know how it picks up on that. Like I said, the only thing I've ever gotten a strike on was that one day Ed and I were looking at Disney movie trailers. They didn't care about the other movies. It was just Disney.
Oh, of course, Disney. They need.
We were fine with every other movie company, but the second we watched the Disney one, it was like stricken.
Man,
out of luck.
Shouldn't they be like all for like an advertisement for their movie?
I mean, you would hope. All right, Dave, you have a good night's sleep.
Later, Dave.
It is technically 10:01.
Oh yes, Chubb's going live now.
Chubbs mentioned he'll see people in the bayou, and I know Fishie Biz has one scheduled for 9 minutes from now.
Okay.
So I will double check and see if Chubbs has a link yet. I will throw Fishie Biz in real quick. Hey, fish! Oh my God.
The Fisty Bish Hour. Oh, what is Rico going to be on there or something? Fisty Bish, 9:10. Yeah, who's going to be on there? Nobody, maybe. Might just be him.
And I just refreshed Chubbs. I don't care. My YouTube doesn't say anything for Chubbs yet, but let me open up a new. Because some reason YouTube doesn't like when you refresh. It's like, oh no, there's still nothing there, but there actually is. There's the Fishie Biz one, and then is there one for Chubbs yet? I don't see one scheduled for Chubbs, but he said he'll see people down the bayou, so I don't know if that was just, I'll see you later, or if there is going to be one. So just keep an eye out on Chubbs' channel, and Fishie Biz is in there. I will see you in some capacity Friday. You'll have Ed, Steven, and everybody else and their brothers streaming Shella content this weekend. So enjoy that. And I don't know if we're going to be live on Monday. We'll figure it out Monday on your drive home, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the reverse of last. True. That whenever you were driving, maybe I'll drive and
you can tell me all about Shella, make me cry for not being there. Be a good time.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be the same kind of stuff. It'll be like, well, I was overwhelmed, and then I looked at stuff, and then I spent way too much money, and my trunk is full.
Nice.
And I need more tanks.
But yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Make sure you check out the streams, and have a good evening and week, everybody.
Thanks for coming.